Michael Vandergrift, MCV Realty Group.
Just to help our team grow and help our clients so much better, in this, Hello, everyone. Michael Vandergrift, MCV Realty, coming to you today live from the Fort Wayne Keller Williams North office today. Got For the Love of Real Estate behind me. And I'm introducing a series here and doing the first video on storytelling. Life a lot of times is storytelling, especially real estate when we, get people in homes. The emotional connect to in homes from that kitchen and living room and from family and friends telling stories. So we make that connection. And we have to be storytellers too, to be able to explain information so that it's digestible for our clients. Well, I want to share with you all something very personal to me that happened back on January 8th, 2020. And to give you a little background on my grandmother passed, and that was the day of her funeral. And a little background, my grandmother raised me from the time I was 12 on. My dad died July 2nd, 1985. My mom passed December 27th, 1997. So my grandmother's, since I was 12 on, she raised me because she took care of my mother when she started to get sick. I remember even my 6th grade year, my mother was in Methodist Hospital pretty much the whole year. They were actually looking at moving to Minneapolis or Phoenix, Arizona to go to a Mayo Clinic on her, but she just got worse. She had diabetes and complications from it, and it was back before they have modern treatments like they do now. But on January 8th, it was a special day. I gave another background is I gave my life to the Lord back in 2010. And there had been some struggles when my dad died. My mom walked away from the church, and she got very mad at the church. And that's a story. That's for another video on my dad and my mother's relationship. But I came back to the Lord in 2010 and gave my life to Christ. Well, my sister and I, if you don't know too, another background you got to have to understand this a little better, have been oil and water forever. We just don't see eye to eye on anything. And I know we weren't speaking at the time my grandmother passed, and my grandmother on her deathbed told me that I have to be there for her, which I should. She's my sister and I love her. We just don't see eye to eye. We're oil and water. So January 8th, we're staying at a hotel in Newcastle for the funeral. And I wake up. I typically wake up about every night, even though I've got a CPAP. I still wake up in the middle of the night a lot of times, 3 or 4 in the morning. And so I woke up, and I woke up to what appeared to be my voice, but it could have been someone else's. I don't know, because I'm waking up. But I'm waking up to humble yourself before the Lord. Humble yourself before the Lord. Humble yourself before the Lord. It just kept repeating. I couldn't even tell you how many times it repeated. It had to be at least 5 to 7. And, I sat up on the end of the bed, and my son was over on the other bed. Zach was on the other bed, and I woke my wife and Zach up and was like, "Hey, did you guys hear something? Did you hear this?" And nobody else heard it. But, it's one of those times where if I ever believed in God speaking to me, he spoke to me, and he told me to humble myself before the Lord. And I've still got to work on that. And that's one of the crosses I bear, is humbling myself before the Lord. And, I'm going to keep trying to do that. I got a big client issue right now that I'm dealing with that I'm really praying on to make sure I've got the guidance and wisdom to give them advice. And, we've got some family things, but keep praying for us, and I'm going to keep praying to God to give me wisdom and guidance. But I just want to make sure to share this with everyone. If, it can help one person, I'm happy with that. But, I'm going to keep working on humbling myself before the Lord and getting that pride out of the way. So everyone make it a great day, grace and peace, and go out and enjoy this sunshine and this Memorial Day weekend. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.